MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Chicago Cubs and the Washington Nationals. Mark Leiter makes his big league debut right after this. Josh Rogers will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you can only win your first big league game once, and in his last start, he did just that. I'm sure that ball is put away someplace very special. Nothing more he'd like to do than get win number 2 here in this one.
Cesar Hernandez has come into the ball game now as he takes over as the new third baseman.
Third base.
Ready now, Ian Happ.
Leading off for the Cubs, the left fielder, number 8.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Happ.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Manny, hey, D-Roll, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Roll, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The 1-2.
2-2.
Things expected to warm up a bit as the afternoon goes on, but still just 52 degrees here at game time. The 2-2. Gets into nothing.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly just like that, and they take the lead.
So now to the plate, Suzuki.
Right number 27.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Hernandez is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 4.
With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matty, they got to love the production they're getting out of the leadoff spot right now. He comes in hitting over 340 on the season. I'll tell you, if you watch him closely, you realize that he's just so consistent with his approach. I'm looking for another one of those consistent performances today.
Standing in now, Patrick Wisdom, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 5 homers, 10 RBIs. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. And the pitch on 2-1. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
Set to get his day started, Michael Hermosillo. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Mark Leiter, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start, and we'll see if that starts in this one today.
So digging in now, Yadiel Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Hernandez.
The pitch. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Batting second, the center fielder, Victor Robles.
Victor Robles digging in now. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Now here's the pitch. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike one. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
1 out, nobody on. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Happ is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
Here now is Juan Soto. He went deep in the contest last night. A surprise now from a manager that typically doesn't like to shift. He signaled his infield to overload the right side. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. And he struck him out. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 1 inning in the books here. It's the Cubs 1 and the Nationals nothing. In now, Frank Schwindel. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory.
Schwindel.
Here comes the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Leiter is making his debut on the mound today, as we've mentioned. His performance in this one could be a good barometer as to whether he's ready to deal with major league hitters at this point in his career.
Yeah, Matt, this guy wasn't really the most highly touted prospect coming up through the minor league system, but one of the things he does, he throws strikes, and if he continues to pitch like he did in the minor leagues here at the big league level, there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to stay here and pitch very competitive baseball.
On to first, and there were 2 down.
The shortstop.
Digging in, Nico Horner is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First offering on its way.
0-1.
Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. Stepping up to the plate, Nelson Cruz. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The first baseman, Nelson Cruz.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. First pitch on its way. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate. That time. The 1-0. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Hermosillo is back, and he reaches up to put it away for a long out, number 1.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy's got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
At the plate, Lucius Fox, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
If you're in the box right now, you got to wait him out. He obviously does not want to come see you with a fastball. He's been nibbling this whole at bat and just missed with that backdoor breaking ball.
Throw in time as he's called out on a bang play at first.
Batting 6, the third baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Infield swung around a bit to the right. Here's the first pitch. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They still trail 1-0. Stepping up now, Mark Leiter. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
Mark Leiter.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Oh, that's good.
Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changeup. How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Here it comes on 1-1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2. This is foul right side. Another payoff pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The payoff pitch one more time. Heading out towards shallow right. Soto has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. So 1 away in the inning, and with that we'll get a look at where the Nationals sit entering play in the National League East race. Digging in, Ian Happ. He went down looking to open up the ball game. First offering on its way. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Leiter has generated quite a bit of hype during his minor league career, and it wouldn't be too surprising if some of these opposing fans bought tickets primarily to see him pitch and maybe boo him in his debut.
Boy, you said that right, Matty. And I think the minor league players that get called up today, they're so much more experienced than they were, say, 10 or 15 years ago with all these games, the futures games and these minor league all-star games and showcase games. These guys are exposed to a lot more at an early age, and I wouldn't be surprised if he pitches really well in this one.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Ian Happ is out number 2 here in the 3rd inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Ground ball foul down the left side. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
Popped up. And Cruz will put this one away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they hold a 1-0 lead.
The Nationals are due to hit in the 3rd, and they're looking to get some momentum going with the bats. This is a group that has had its trouble doing so all season long. At the start of the day, they find themselves as one of the worst teams in the league in hitting the long ball and scoring runs. I talked to one player before the game that told me he thinks things have sort of snowballed on them this year. They didn't get off to a good start, and since then, most everyone has simply been searching for answers and trying to do too much. He admitted it's been a frustrating year, but they have to keep pushing forward and looking for better ways to generate offense. Back to you guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. First pitch of the at-bat.
Count 1-0.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
2-0 now. Now the pitch.
Ball 3.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
Strike taken up in the zone. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Now the payoff pitch home. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Set to get his day started, Escobar, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First delivery to him on the way. The 0-1 pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Down the third baseline. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Well, the pitcher's got to respect that. Third baseman getting dirty right there, trying to save him some extra bases.
Number 13.
Expecting a potential bunt, the corner infielders come way in to try to protect. At the plate now, Josh Rogers. And no surprise to see the pitcher squaring around as he gets this one down. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had one in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that one hit.
A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
Ruiz, the runner at third. Escobar over at second. Rogers on at first with nobody out. Lays off 2-2 now. Liner toward right center. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get 2 and possibly all 3 home.
Yeah, he squares this thing up beautifully and blasts it through the gap all the way to the wall. Then the only question that remained was whether 2 or 3 runs were going to score. They held the runner at third, but that's a timely 2-run double.
He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. Counts even at 1-1 to Victor Robles.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can...
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Soto.
Juan Soto to the plate now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
This is a situation where you almost have to play mind tricks on yourself if you're out there on the mound. 4 runs have come across already this inning, but now the bases are empty. He's not in danger anymore, so he's just got to tell himself he's doing fine, and he just needs to get this inning over with.
That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Gotta believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive,
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field, but it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard, and he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Wow, he puts a serious charge into this ball. Ends up splitting the 2 outfielders. Bangs up against the...
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Lucius Fox.
He's set, and the pitch. This is pulled into right. And this is going to plate at least 2 of those runners as it's down for extra bases. And the runner from second is in to score. It's 6-1.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off front.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Braylon Marquez is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. First pitch of the at-bat. Keibert Ruiz will stand in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Gotta believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
And he fouls this one off. Oh, and he's hit by the pitch, and that'll be a painful run batted in. At the plate, Escobar. He reached on a single in his first try. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. 3-1 to the National shortstop.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
To second for one, and it's in time to get him. A 1-run is in to score on the play.
Now batting.
Striding in, Josh Rogers. From the stretch, here's the pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
Suzuki is there to make the catch and mercifully. So in now for Chicago, Suzuki. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to.
And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Hernandez is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Number 16.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Patrick Wisdom. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
1-1 the count. 1 run, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Line towards center field. Robles is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the right fielder, Michael Hermosillo.
Striding into the box, Michael Hermosillo. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball 1.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Two balls and a strike.
2-1.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Now batting, the first baseman, Frank Schwindel.
Now at the plate, Frank Schwindel. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
A ball and no strikes. 1 run, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. One and 1 the count to the Cubs first baseman.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
The 1-1 home. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Now a long throw to third. And he is in there.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Madrigal.
Stepping in now, Nick Madrigal, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the 0-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the... And back in our nation's capital, before we get too much further on the field, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off.
Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next it'll be the outfielder, Yadiel Hernandez.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball, that's out.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
Into the box now, Victor Robles. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Squared that one up just a little late.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Gone!
Hey, every once in a while, this speed guy will jump up and bite one. He absolutely crushed that baseball. Doesn't fit his usual tool description, but he can go deep if you leave one over the heart of the plate.
He takes the turn and heads for second. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Well, he definitely puts a charge into this one. And the outfielder.
And it appears now the dugout has decided to put him on for free. So now the double play perhaps in order here with nobody out.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A line shot to third base. Quick throw. Not in time.
Third baseman, number 1, Cesar Hernandez.
Digging in once again, Cesar Hernandez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Outside, that's the ball.
The 1-0 home. Misses for the second ball.
No strike.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
2 balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw home. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
I'll tell you, they're posting video game numbers here. I mean, that's their 11th run of the game, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Just an absolute onslaught from this offense.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. David Robertson will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jonathan Villar is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. The 0-1 on its way. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Happ is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. And no tag at second. He'll hit 2 away now.
Number 3.
Into the box now, Escobar. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. No swing on the knuckle curve, even at 1-1. 3 runs already home here. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. Line to the right side. And a little self-preservation down at first. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Nico Horner is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. And the pitch.
No, that's down.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Grounded back up the middle, fielded cleanly, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman.
So stepping in, Jonathan Villar. First at bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
Shin high fastball that time. Ball 3.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. Now the payoff pitch home. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Throw over to the bag. Has a look. For second. Lofted in the air out toward. This one away. 2 down. On to first, and they get the double play. Daniel Norris gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Here comes the first pitch. Josh Rogers is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Behind 0-2 now. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. And that's out number 1.
The left fielder, number 29.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Yadiel Hernandez. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Outside, 2-1. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Suzuki is there. 2 gone.
Center fielder,
and now for Washington,
16.
Victor Robles. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Liner towards second. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
From the stretch, Juan Soto is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. Hit to first. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit. Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
2-0.
High and deep to right center. Robles is on his horse. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The batter, number 27.
Now at the plate, Suzuki. He flew out in his last at bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The windup and the 0-1.
got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The pitch. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
And Cruz will put this one away to retire. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Nelson Cruz.
Nelson Cruz.
Michael Givens gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. A bouncer to the left side. And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame.
Now batting, second baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Lucius Fox. He'll swing it from the left side right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Oh, and he misses it, but not quite enough as it's off the center field wall. And he'll make it to third base. Almost a home run there, but he's got himself a triple instead.
Number 1.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Looks at a fastball inside, so he's in the driver's seat, 3-1. Keibert Ruiz will be next. Full count now. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher.
And up next will be Keibert Ruiz. First delivery to him on the way. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. To 1-2 now.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
And even 2-2 count to the Nationals catcher. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. The 3-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
The batter, number
Digging
3.
in, Escobar. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Hernandez ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And he's safe at the plate as they extend their lead even further.
Now batter.
And that just pains a pitcher. They're already given up a run in the inning, and he has 2 outs, almost out of trouble, but then serves up a mistake. The runner busted around the bases to score from first, and the hitter is in scoring position on second.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. 2 out here and a runner at second. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Scooped up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Ready for another shot now. Michael Hermosillo. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
Leiter is working a real gem here in his major league debut. Any of his doubters won't have a lot to say, at least after this one.
You'd like to see them get him out of here before he leaves with a bad taste in his mouth. He was really pretty much in control of this game for the first 5-6 innings, and as these pitches and innings have started to mount up, you can just see that he isn't quite as sharp, and he's not getting the swings and misses that he did early on in this game.
Frank Schwindel will be next. Here's the 3-0. 3-1. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind an account like that, though.
Andres Machado takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Alfonso Rivas will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Rivas.
In there at the knees, strike 1. The 0-1 delivery.
Oh, that's out.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
Michael Gibbons.
Rafael Ortega will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Rafael Ortega.
Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. Escobar is there and the side is retired. Alfonso Rivas will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Number 36, Alfonso Rivas.
Rowan Wick will come on to take over on the mound now, and he'll hit in the 3rd spot in the lineup as a part of the double switch. Rafael Ortega will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center. First offering on its way. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
Man, that's not very nice. You come in from the bullpen and you get greeted with a bomb. He's going to have to hit the reset button pronto.
No balls and a strike to count. Here comes the 0-1. Strike 2 up in the zone.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Here's a pop-up now. Horner is there for it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Up next,
stepping in and ready for another
right
shot.
field.
Juan Soto.
Wow.
2 doubles for him to this point in the game. Infield shifts now. They'll overload to the right with the shortstop on the other side of the second base bag. Late swing and a ball line fouled into the seats past the third base dugout. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Drilled down the line, but this will get foul for strike 2. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now. Wick, once a member of the San Diego Padres organization, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
And it's fouled away.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
The 1-2.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put away stuff.
The 1-2. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
Now batting.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Nelson Cruz. No hits to this point.
Cruz.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. First delivery to him on the way. Hits this one hard the other way. He's right there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. All set for the start of the inning, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Nico Horner.
Nico Horner.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses for ball 1. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
On the black, huh?
3-0 now. Jonathan Villar is on deck. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning. Stepping in, Jonathan Villar reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. From the stretch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. A runner at first with no outs here. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3.
1 strike.
This is skied into short left center. Left fielder coming in. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ian Happ. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Runners on first with 1 down. Happ with a 2-1 count now.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now the 2-1. He's running. Drilled right back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. And the recovery throw is too late, and there are 2 on with 1 away now. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, or probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the 0-1.
Ball. I got a ball, 1 strike. Ball 2.
Up and in on the hands. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Fouled away. The 2-2 is at the knees and called strike 3.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Hayward is hitting over 350, up in the high 300s.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners and scoring.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Sean Newcomb will come on and take over here, and he'll hit in the leadoff spot following the double switch.
For 15.
Jason Hayward will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Here comes the first pitch. Lucius Fox is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 2 now. The pitch. Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Third baseman, number 1.
Striding in now for the Nats, Cesar Hernandez. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Heading out towards shallow right, and Hayward will put this one away for out number 2.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Keibert Ruiz. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. 2 out, nobody on. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hayward has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Patrick Wisdom, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional. Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Fastball just missed above the zone.
1 strike.
Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. Liner towards second. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
Michael Hermosillo stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center. 4th home run for him on the season, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
Yeah, all things considered, it's been a day to forget for them. So this homer will be a welcome to everyone in that dugout. Maybe this gives them a little momentum going into the next game.
Now batting.
Into the box, Alfonso Rivas.
Alfonso.
And he puts it on the ground to second. Reined in. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The batter, the center fielder, Rafael.
Standing in, Rafael Ortega. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope. 1-1. Hey, 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Now in the box, Nico Horner. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Nico Horner.
Just got a piece of the fastball that time as it's chopped foul at the plate for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. And now a crowd reported at over 28,000 rise to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career.